So let's assume now that you take out $50,000 for yourself as the owner of this C corporation. And if you don't know what a C corporation is, it's just a type of legal entity. Kind of like how there's S corporations, partnerships, it's just a legal term. It's a type of business. If you take this $50,000 out, now you again have to pay taxes. So that's why it's called a double tax, because you're paying taxes at the corporation level, and then you pay taxes when you pull the money out for yourself. So as soon as you touch the money for yourself, you then have to pay taxes again. And this new tax law keeps the corporate tax rate at 21% instead of raising it to 35%. So what we talked about in this video is how the tax plan has been changing. The original idea was to replace the IRS with the FISL. But what we have seen is that although we are seeing a record amount of tariff revenue, it's not going to be enough to replace the IRS. That being said, we are seeing some ways that the government is spending less money. They're cutting the budget for certain entities, but we're also seeing less taxes go into the United States government because we're going to see lower tax rates. These lower tax rates are going to impact individuals and they're going to impact corporations. They're going to impact individuals through things like being able to deduct a car loan interest rate, to be able to not pay taxes on tips, to be able to not pay taxes on overtime income, and to see lower tax rates through the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. It's also going to impact businesses through things like the 100% Section 179 deduction, through things like the 20% QBI deduction, through things like the 2740 change, which will now not allow businesses to write off their meals and beverages that they pay for employees, through things like making permanent the student loan repayment plan that businesses can help repay student loans and not pay taxes on that money. And then number 5 is keeping the corporate tax rate at 21%. Now that you understand this, I hope you understand that there are things that you can do, such as the things I've just talked about, to potentially lower your... The question isn't whether the man was serious. The question is, are you serious? Are you serious about understanding the new layout of the board? The smart money, it doesn't get angry. It doesn't mourn. It doesn't cheer. It adapts. It looks for the angle, the edge. The code is a weapon. You can be the target, or you can learn how to hold the gun. The choice is yours.
For more success content, earning opportunities, and endless giveaways, be sure to visit wealthhealthself.com.